Let's begin this adventure into the methodological terrain by a quick look at the key terms and the definitions. And let's start from the least contested terms, such as research, and move on to the more contested ones, such as management. What is research? For the purpose of this discussion, let's just assume for the moment that research has two defining features: that you undertake it in order to find things out, and that you undertake it in a systematic way, where the former, finding things out, relates to extending the knowledge in some way, and the latter, systematic way, means that research is based on logical relationships and not just beliefs or suppositions. What is method? Method is an approach that one uses to conduct one's research, and it relates to the processes, techniques, and instruments that are involved in studying a research problem. These instruments and behaviors may include, for example, making observations, but they may also include tools for data analysis. It is useful to divide the methods into three broad categories. The first category includes data collection techniques. For example, interviews, observations, or surveys are all types of data collection methods. The second category includes processes for analyzing the data. For example, thematic analysis is a method for analyzing qualitative data. The third category includes approaches that are used to evaluate the quality of findings. For example, reliability analysis is a method of evaluating quality of measures, or missing data analysis is a method for evaluating the representativeness of the research sample. A collection of methods, or the overall framework for doing your research, is called methodology. For your purposes, the second definition here, the overall framework of philosophical assumptions and practical methods within which you choose to conduct your PhD research, is most useful. Imagine that you may have a chapter in your thesis called methodology, and that chapter will set the general direction for research design, data collection, data analysis, and evaluation of your findings. What is management research? I am using Estebe et al. Here, who claim that management research focuses on the nature and consequences on managerial actions. This type of research overlaps slightly with organizational research, which is concerned with organizing and organizations and their constituents. On the other hand, it overlaps slightly with business research, which has a slightly bigger bias towards performance and its antecedents. What is management? Now we are entering the era of controversy. The term is hotly contested, and there are at least two reasons for the ongoing debate. One key feature of management research is that it's characterized by the ongoing debate about whether our research should lead to the development of academic theory, or whether it should lead to solutions to practical problems. In other words, there is a tension between pure research and applied research. Thinking about the latter, the applied research, this might include, for example, best practice research, where leading companies are surveyed in order to assess how well they tackled a problem. Or it may be action research, which involves making changes within an organization in order to understand the forces at play. Or it may be engaged research, which requires close collaboration between academics and practitioners. Regardless of where you are in terms of a normative versus descriptive analytic divide, please beware that the doctoral research needs to produce theoretical contributions with some degree of originality. This suggests that it needs to contain a significant element of pure research. In case of your PhDs, they will be judged in 3 to 4 years' time on the criterion: does this thesis make a distinct contribution to knowledge? For those reasons, you cannot pursue purely applied research and the theoretical contribution is a necessary condition for the award of your doctorate. The other reason why management is hotly contested comes from the nature of that subject itself. Now, the word management began its life in the United States and in the context of industrialization. And management was put forth initially as a subject that could and indeed should be studied and taught. That focus was underlined by strong emphasis on rationality and a need to derive normative prescriptions, i.e., tell other managers how they should behave. Now, this classical view has been challenged from multiple angles, and you will see here at least 6 other definitions of management. The table before you summarizes those different views of management. The key point here is that the multiple and equally valid definitions of management coexist, and what management is and how you define it depends largely on your chosen perspective. Now, if you think those differing definitions of management are confusing, wait till the next session where we will look at the roots of those disagreements and the question of ontological and epistemological principles behind management research. See you then. Bye.